Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
99.9 KISW. We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Random question 206-421-ROCK. Oh, hang on. We got some text here about people's fears. Says, I get it, Miles. I'm 1,000% convinced I'll be thrown off the Space Needle if I ever go up there again. Someone else says,
they have a glass walkway.
I know. I said they wanted the CN Tower, man. I'm like, I'm literally scared to death of spiders. I ended up with somebody at one point in my life that had a Brazilian brown tarantula. He used to tell me one of these days you're going to wake up and I'm going to have that spider on you. No. I'm white. He's black. I told him I cannot be responsible for whatever happens to either you or that spider when I wake up and notice that it's on me. Either be a dead spider on the wall or you'll have...
A tarantula does have venom, correct?
I think certain ones do. As far as I understand,
is it the pinchers you're worried about in the front, or is it the tail?
The I'm not worried about I'm not worried about it like biting. And I understand it's venomous. Put it this way: I'm not scared of snakes. I recognize that a cobra's venomous. So the spider, it's like, look, I know it's irrational, but the tarantula, it's like, all right, we took a spider, we made it real big, and then we covered it in hair. So at that point, I perceive it as a monster. Someone else says, I walked to the edge of the Grand Canyon, straddled a large boulder with a very small base. Jumping on it probably would have caused it to move. Yeah, not a good idea. Let's see here. I used to work at 800 Fifth Avenue. That's where we are. But I was just on the 6th floor. We'd be having meetings, and folks would be sitting and leaning against the windows. I'd interrupt the meetings telling people to move away from the window because they're freaking me out.
It is freaking you out.
And then I'd freak out on the window washers, too. And I'd watch the iron workers build the buildings next to you. Now those dudes are crazy. We, for real, saw people fall and get caught by the safety line. That is why the safety line is there.
It's the old building, okay? We used to get, Playboy used to send us the radio station a subscription every month. So it's just one of those things. So, if there was an article in there and you wanted to bring it up on the air, they wanted to make sure that you had it, right?
Yeah.
Well, we
never brought up an article, but we always looked.
We grabbed them, we had them in the office. But as soon as a window washer would start dropping down into our window, we just plaster up the centerfold, and I was afraid, we're going to have... The thing is that here's what...
They were always appreciative.
Yes, but...
100% of the time.
I was always afraid if something happened and they lost their train of thought or lost their balance or whatever the deal is...
You're going to be responsible?
No one would know. So... It would be our fault.
You wouldn't fess up?
But they would be like, damn you for showing me the setup. So it wouldn't be reported. We would feel awful, but no one else would know.
You wouldn't come clean. Right? You turn on Como and they go, man, tragedy in downtown Seattle today.
Because my window didn't get clean.
No one knows exactly what happened, right? And then you have all the safety people out there. They're spending weeks trying to figure this out. Miles, all you have to do is say, look, man, I showed him Miss June. I did not know.
Maybe he only dropped the floor before he fell. But it did dawn on me. I always thought, oh, man.
And you never did it again, did you?
Oh, he did it every time.
I did it every time.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Every time. Every time I saw a rope start swinging across the window in our office, it's like, just go over there and go, bang. Why the hell not? Any more comments?
Yeah, I just can't find the one. But basically, the guy says, I'm deathly afraid of cats. But I have 2 cats. And I wish I could find his damn text again.
The cat I had, last cat I had tore me up, but I'm not afraid of cats. I just know he was blind and having a hard time, and he couldn't really...
I don't think your cat liked you.
He was also feral.
Yeah, but like if I went over to your place, cat was fine with me. I never fed him.
He got on your lap, and at any moment, it could have gone south.
But those moments never happened.
It could have
gone. He would climb on my lap. It was a big ass cat, dude. All right, but the cat would get in my lap. We were fine.
Yeah,
he'd do his little purr. And I could go home, and the next day, Miles was like, man, after you left, my cat scratched my face.
Oh, yeah, that's why I have half my face is missing.
I got schemed out by rodents.
Random.
Yeah, I didn't think that I did, but I think it's just because I don't like things that scurry, and rats and mice are really, really good at it.
But those aren't the ones, rabies maybe, but the possum's mouth, as far as the amount of damage that could do as far as biting you.
It's not necessarily the disease. It's just
the presence.
They freak me out, which is why I hate that the lady laughs at me every time I got to take out the trash, because we had a rat problem by our dumpster for the longest doggone time. She'd stand back and wait to laugh at me.
20 pound, 20
God,
pound.
they were fat, big ones too.
Mammals are the worst.
I agree.
You're talking about raccoons. You're talking about beavers. You're talking about
they're ready to fight. They
badgers,
got a mouthful of teeth.
Badgers. All the little guys. Are the ones that can do the most damage. It seems. Are the ones that I'm under the impression could do the most. I realize if I come across a bear that I'd rather have.
But it's so well understood that it's a different kind of, like, it's a bear. I understand what a bear is, you know what I mean? Because in that instance, with a bear, you're doing what you can to diffuse the situation. Mm-hmm. You see a raccoon, like, part of you's telling yourself, like, no, it's my house. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm taking it. Then the raccoon rears up, and you're like, okay, God damn it.
Earlier this year, one of my little nightmares there, because I know it's irrational. It's a small little rodent. I'm bigger than it. I win every day of the week. But this thing, I don't know if it was rabid. I don't know if it was injured. This little SOB was standing right in the middle of my parking lot, and then he was just kind of flopping around and then jumping at people.
Really? Was it a chipmunk or was it a squirrel?
No, it was a mouse.
Oh, huh.
It was a mouse or a small rat, but it was just jumping at me, and that freaked the living hell out of me, man, because that's what I'm afraid of, is that little bastard's going to get on me. He's going to just scurry all over me. He's going to bite me here
I've seen a chipmunk run up my buddy's back leg, onto his back, onto his head, then jump off. Which he didn't bite him, but it's still like, dude, what are you doing?
We watched a lady get bitten by a chipmunk in Mexico City. Again, there's this big, massive park, right? So, took the kids to the zoo, we're cutting through the park, and we stopped for a minute. And there's a family in there over by the tree, and they're all pointing up, and they're all excited, and the kids are going crazy. Mom pulls out, I don't know if it's a Cheeto or a potato chip or something, right? Because they're eating snacks. And this chipmunk's real tentative, but it's like a 15-minute process. And this thing finally comes down, and it takes a little chip out of her hands, much to the delight of her family. She thought it's kind of cool. She pulls out another one, chipmunk comes out and tears her hand up, man.
Oh, my
Give me that. Give me that goddamn chip. That's why you don't do that. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Justin, welcome to the program. Random question. All right. Let's go with this one. What would you say is, let's see here, the worst coworker that you have ever had to deal with at any job?
Oh, you guys are trying to hurt me here. They all listen to this.
Former coworker.
Okay, what about this? Why don't you describe what it is about them without using their name and see if everyone can figure out who it is?
All right, I think. Shoot, I don't know.
They're all sitting in the circle just
we're with a bunch of construction workers, so.
Well, how about previous coworkers? Because if they were that bad, they're probably not with you anymore, right?
Next question. I don't know, man.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Would these guys be upset? Like, if you told the truth about whoever it is, would it be a nightmare for you on the job site?
No. But I don't really get too much problem from anybody. I sit up in my tower crane. You guys afraid of heights, but I sit up in my tower crane all day, so.
Do you climb up there every day? I mean, like a ladder?
Yeah, there's 20-foot sections all the way up.
And how high up are you?
This one's only like 180.
What is that over there, do you think? That's probably
200.
It's probably about 200. There's cranes everywhere. Bubba's looking across the street.
Do you clip in or anything, man?
No, you just climb up.
At that point, the clip's not going to do much, I would think.
Okay, so you're telling me you climb up like a 10-story building on a ladder.
So every section of the tower crane has a platform, and it's every 20 feet.
So you can take a break.
Climb up a 20-foot ladder. Yeah, you take a break. I usually go like 3 sections, take a break, climb 2, take a break, climb 1, take a break, you know.
How many 5-gallon buckets do you have in the cab up there with you? None. So do you just hold it? You pee on the side or what?
Oh, I pee in bottles.
Okay.
Right. But no, you never have to go number 2.
The last tower I had a luggable loo up there.
Okay, that is to me that'd be the most important.
This one's short enough
thing.
where if it's this one's short enough that if I got an emergency, I could climb down in 4 minutes.
What do you think is the most swaying as far as feet are concerned with wind?
What do you mean?
Well, the wind starts blowing. You're up there, right? Now the tower's starting to sway based on the wind. How much sway before you say, I am out of here?
Yeah, I'm climbing back down.
I wouldn't climb down because of the wind. If you get up to like 45 miles an hour, then you put it in what's called weather vane, and it just blows with the wind.
So you're just up there getting blown around, and this is perfectly comfortable for you.
I take a nap.
You take a nap.
All right.
Golly, man, I would be terrified. I would be terrified. Golly, especially looking at that thing now. Could you imagine climbing up that damn thing?
I'm too lazy to do it.
There's nothing on the outside keeping you in there. And if you do fall again, like you said, it's 20 feet. Hopefully you hit the platform.
Hopefully, yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Well, actually, if it goes the right way, you just land on top of that building right there.
Oh, man, I don't know if I'd do that. For $1 million.
I'd be thinking about that the entire damn time.
For $1 million, I'm not sure that I could. I think I would start shaking or something.
For $1 million, I think I could put in 10 minutes worth of work up there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying just to get there.
Just to climb?
Just to climb it.
Just to climb it?
Just to climb it.
For $1 million, I think I could do it.
Dude, you're higher than that building.
I know you.
But it's $1 million.
It is $1 million.
It is $1 million.
And all you got to do is climb.
What if your hand starts to get sweaty because you're,
Oh, it's gonna, and I'm gonna shake like a rattlesnake's tail.
I guess you need gloves.
But I got $1 million staring at me at the top.
And it helps that you got a platform every 20 feet, right?
This is my Ninja Warrior.
How do you get down, Mike?
You climb back down one rung at a time.
But the $1 million is just to get up there. Now I got to get my ass off here. That's just too
so you
much.
get $500,000 to get to the top.
Oh, man.
And you get the other when you
got to get down. You can't just live up there. The reason we asked what is the worst coworker you've ever had to deal with for the better part of a decade, Warner Brothers has been trying its hardest to bring The Flash to the big screen and given DC a little bump there. Unfortunately, after countless delays and personnel changes, the movie now appears to be in more trouble because of the lead star, Ezra Miller, and his off-screen issues. He's been at the center of controversy over the past few months, which has all happened since filming of The Flash actually wrapped in October 21. Not only that, apparently the test screen audiences love this movie.
See, this is the problem they're having, all right? They have finished filming the movie. They keep pushing back the release date for whatever reason. They do it for the test audiences. And look, DC superhero movies just don't generally do well with the audience. This one's the first time they've kind of knocked it out of the park. The problem is they want to release it next summer, okay?
They want to release it June 23rd, 2023.
But because of what's going on with Ezra Miller and all of his stuff, depending how bad it is when they finally find his ass and drag his ass to court, nobody wants to be the movie house that puts out a movie with someone, put it this way, if you put out a Harvey Weinstein film right now or a Bill Cosby movie, you're going to get a lot of blowback. So they don't want to be in that position, but this guy is making it very difficult for them to not be.
They've already said that he's not coming back no matter what.
Right, they've said that much.
So basically what they're saying is,
we want to make money off the movie we've made, but we won't cast them again.
I think this is a terrible strategy.
Why is that?
Because I think you need to put that movie out ASAP.
Yeah, do it before this gets worse. Because right now it's accusations.
He is spiraling. That guy's nuts. I mean, he's got a lot of crap going on. If you wait, you've given him enough time for more accusations to be revealed. It's like Deshaun Watson. The longer you sit around and wait, the more people are going to come forward.
Of course.
So it starts at this number, but by the time you're done, it's going to be this. It's going to be that. And whether they're grooming issues of underage...
what's his face there? Ezra.
That's what I'm saying.
That's one of the things he has against him.
There's all kinds of... There's stuff that... And they tried to scrap him from the movie, but they couldn't because he was in every scene.
Yeah, they already filmed it. And
so
he's the guy. Right? So you can't, take his ass out. And here's the other thing about it, though. So no matter what happens, civil, legally, whatever his contract is, he's still going to make bank off the movie. I mean, even if he's sitting in prison in some civil suit, whatever he makes off that movie alone will probably pay the civil suit. Because he stands to make a payday But yeah, so they're trying to figure out, well, and I agree with you. Put it out now. Just put it out now.
Well, and really, at no point beyond this, it's now blown up to this point to where no matter when you release this doggone thing, it's stained with this already.
It is, but the difference is if you put it out, like, you can accuse anyone of anything, right? Sure. The beauty of this country, generally, you need evidence for people to move forward with things. We know it can be different circumstantially, but you need evidence. So you can accuse this guy of doing anything you want. You put out the movie now, it's accusations. If you wait until next summer and this thing's now in court or anything's been proven true or anything like that, and just based on his general behavior right now, he's not going to make things better before he makes them.
That's why they've already kept. Even if he kept his crap together until the release date, did all the premiere stuff,
right.
It just did all the things that he's supposed to do. Did the late night talk show circuits, did all those different things. They've already determined he's not stable enough to continue.
We're not working with you again.
So they're done. And what? So yeah, I say
cut your losses and release it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the thing is, people do like the movie. So, but you know how things work in this country. So if they decide they hate him, depending what comes to these accusations, we don't know. But if they determine they hate him, even though they like the movie, they're not going to see the movie. And then worse than that, it's just the fact that you are going to get all this grief for having put it out at all. Right.
Will Smith can have a great movie come out, and because it could be this week, and you're still, and if you're pissed off about what he did at the Oscars, and you're on that side of things,
just not going.
You're going to say, I don't care what Will Smith does. I'm not going to give him my money right now. And you know what I mean? Until he formally comes out and shakes Chris Rock's hand or whatever the deal is and apologizes, like, I'm not going to give him money. Yeah. With this situation, you got to strike now.
I agree.
You got to take every dime you have and then deal with the aftermath.
Because how much money have you already spent on it, right? It's a superhero movie. The guy got a fat contract because people liked him as a character in the Justice League stuff, all right? Everyone's familiar with him now as being the Flash. It's pretty much the only reason you're familiar with him. I guarantee this guy already made bank doing it.
Was he also in the TV show?
I don't know, man. I'm confused on that one. I'm not sure. I think he may have been. I don't know. What movie are you guys talking about? The Flash. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. More of the random question coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
Pipes, camera, action. When Jones Plumbing started to back up, she knew she had a big problem. That's when she called Spartan Plumbing. They arrived on time and showed her a dirty movie of her sewer. Spartan Plumbing knew what had to be done, explained everything, and worked tirelessly to clear the clog. For all your plumbing needs, call Spartan Plumbing, 253-306-0309 or SpartanPlumbingInc.com. Free dirty movies with sewer inspection.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Cut up our categories today. Rich guitarist and Star Wars movies. Yeah. We'll play your guess as good as mine after emails on our random question 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Terrell. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Random.
Hola, guys.
Hola. Is it Terrell or Terrell?
It's Terrell.
All right. I never know because I think they're spelled the same, right?
Yeah, they are. And it bothers me when people call me Terrell.
Okay. I always feel like Terrell was the original, right? And then was it Terrell Owens was the one who kind of messed it up? Where I'm like, well, hell, man, I've heard Terrell my entire life. Never was a Terrell.
Yeah, I'm a Niner fan, too. I blame everything on Owens.
Yeah, okay, all right. Let's go with this one. Are you or have you ever been addicted to something? Could be a video game, could be coffee, could be cigarettes. Any of the drugs out there?
I drink a lot.
You drink a lot?
I drink a lot.
Like, what are you drinking? Do you pretty much stick with the same thing or what?
Vodka tonic.
All right.
Okay.
How many vodka tonics are we crushing?
I got it. I'm doing good now. I got it down to maybe like 1 or 2 mixed drinks and 2 or 3 IPAs.
All right.
And this is per day?
Yes, sir.
See, you do what I do, which it's funny. We had this conversation last night. We're sitting around the dinner table. A dude discovered that we had a beer, so we're just talking about beers. He goes, I'm not normally a beer drinker. He's a mixed drink guy, but he goes, man, I'll tell you what, though. If I'm going to buy beer, then this is the beer I'd buy. And he seemed very sincere. He's like, I like it. And I said, well, if you like this, you like most of Alicia's properties because they do a lot of IPAs. It seems that people that like mixed drinks also enjoy IPA. Like, if you're going to drink anything, it needs to be heavy, right?
A vodka tonic on a summer day with a nice fresh squeeze, they just go together well.
All right. Now, are you with anyone? You dating anyone, significant other?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, do they point out how much you drink, or do they throw down with you?
All the time. All the time.
Pointing out or throwing down with you?
Oh, points it out all the time.
Okay. Well,
that's the reason why I got it down. I had to. I was pretty bad at one time. I drink like a fifth and probably like a 12-pack a night.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair.
Was it the fact that your penis wasn't working?
Oh, no, that makes it even worse. It works fine.
All right.
Alcohol makes it worse.
See, I've never heard vodka D. I only hear whiskey D.
That's the one thing I hate. That's the one thing I hate about going to the doctor.
What's that?
I have a teaspoon of alcohol. That's too much. It's like, God damn it, man. Come on.
Again. And I had this conversation with Mike last week. You did your physical last week.
I can't take it.
And I'll stand by this. Like, look, I'm not saying that you doctors are wrong about,
you're right.
Because you're drinking poison. It's a neurotoxin. I understand. So there's nothing good about it. But they only, unless you are in there for psoriasis of the liver, they don't know that you're quote unquote drinking too much until you tell them. And I would say, like, how about this? Do the physical first. And at the end of this physical, you tell me if you think I'm drinking too much. Because if you can't tell, it's not too much.
Or if I have high blood pressure, which I don't know going in. You don't say, how many French fries do you eat a day?
Right. They do a test.
I do a
and
draw,
then they tell you to cut back.
Hey, man, you have cholesterol. Or
this is a problem.
This is an issue.
That's what I'm like, if you have to ask, and then I give you an answer, and then you tell me, I'm like, well, that's a little different, man.
Well, my blood pressure looked good when she checked me, but then... Yeah, I still
now you're going to come back on drinking. It's going to go through the roof.
Exactly.
You know,
what do my doctors? Every time I have a physical, they're like, "Man, you're in good health." I'm like, "Cool," but they always do the doctor joke. Joe, you eat your vegetables. I'm like, brother, I haven't eaten a vegetable in about 45 years. They don't believe me. I'm like, I don't eat vegetables. I do not like vegetables. I think they taste like crap. I understand that they are healthy, but I do not consume them. And every time that I come into the doctors, you tell me that I must have a really good diet because of my metabolism, my blood pressure, all this stuff. So I'm like, I'm doing something right, man. Maybe it's all the drinking.
Do you know that you can take a pill that basically has like the, maybe you take 2 or 3 of them, but it kind of fulfills your vegetable and fruit requirements for the day, so to speak?
Then that's what I need to do.
I mean, if it matters that much, if you think it does, I think it'd throw you out of whack.
I do too, because I've got a good thing going. My body's used to what my body does.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if my body goes into hoax mode when I get a physical and somehow it internally knows to hide everything, but they keep telling me that, especially for my age. And I go, man, I still do drugs. I still drink.
Man, your body's just constantly in survival mode. Therefore, it just keeps you going.
No, I just think once your engine is used to something.
Yeah.
Sure.
So at one point in time, I'm changing the spark plugs on my car. I think that was a 6-cylinder car. So I got to change 6 of these bad boys. I got to look. I bought this car used. The gaps were everywhere from a 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. They're all supposed to be gapped the same amount. They're all over the road. Well, I looked to see what the gapping should be on this car because I'm going to put new spark plugs in.
Yeah.
As soon as I put those new spark plugs in, I could hear the engine start working overtime.
Yeah.
As soon as I did it the way it was supposed to be done, with the right gapping in, because the engine wasn't used to that. The engine was used to the way that they were gapped before.
I'm telling you,
I change them. I put new ones in, Delco good ones. Gas, now it's sputtering. Now it doesn't fire on all cylinders for some reason.
Are you sure that's not you?
No, the gapping one.
Yeah, sure.
The age-old expression, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right, look, there's always a recall in baby cribs. I could have just cleaned them.
Yeah.
Always a recall in baby cribs. It happens all the time, once a year. We hear about it. So you always think, man, oh man, they're making all these faulty cribs. You think they'd get it right. Well, we have our firstborn. we buy a crib, and it occurred to me in this moment, we're putting the crib together. So it's not necessarily their design as opposed to the person constructing it. And I cannot explain how paranoid I was. Like the first 6 weeks of her life.
It's always the push-down railing.
But I was like, look, if this thing gets recalled, I don't think it's the manufacturer. I think that I'm sitting here with this Allen wrench reading these directions. And look, kid didn't die, so I'm saying it's all good. But anytime I hear those recalls and stuff like that, I'm like, is this user error or is there truly a design flaw, man?
It's almost like the first time you ever put a child seat car in your back seat. There is a
it
base.
Takes 40 minutes to figure this out.
There's a base that you put down first that everything kind of sits in. Mm-hmm. You got that base so tight. You got 2 feet. You're janking. You're leaning out of the car like, and it's so tight. It's like making an indent. It's actually going down into the seat because you just don't want to mess this up. Like, this kid, man, I'm screwed.
Then by the time they're like a year and a half old, you're like, just get in the goddamn car. Mm-hmm. You worry about it very much at first. You're like, eat the Cheerios, you're fine.
Throw the bottle and hope it gets into legs. Reason we asked, are you or have you been addicted to something? You maybe expect something like this with somebody who's got a coke habit, but no. A 41-year-old guy in Wales, his name is Andy Curry, says he's finally kicked his addiction to Pepsi. Damn. It was costing him over $700 a month.
And Pepsi?
He got hooked on Pepsi 20 years ago. He's been drinking it all day, every day since then. By the way, he works in a grocery store, so he has easy access. How many liters a day of Pepsi do you think Andy was drinking? Liters. Keep in mind, there's a 2-liter is pretty good size bottle. How many liters?
I know that he was drinking like 30 cans a day.
He was drinking 10 liters.
Good God.
Which is, obviously, 5 2-liter bottles of Pepsi every single day.
Every day.
He says he was spending around $8,600 a year, or more than $700 a month on it. That's roughly $25 a day on Pepsi, and more than $170,000 over the course of 20 years. So I guess he realized he needed help when his weight kept ticking up, and he passed the 250-pound mark. His doctor was also worried about diabetes. That's fair. The 220,000 cans of Pepsi he's contained is the equivalent of about 7 million sugar cubes. Again, 7 million sugar cubes. He recently saw a hypnotist and says they knocked it out in one session.
He went to the Coca-Cola people.
He's not sure what they did, but he didn't want Pepsi after that. It wasn't even in person. He did a therapy session with a hypnotist on Zoom, and it worked. After the session, he drank his first glass of water in 20 years.
Come on.
And has not gone back. He says he's dropped over 40 pounds already, feels a hell of a lot better.
I want to know what the hypnotist did, because if I had those powers, it would definitely be for evil. I was topless when he was done.
Right.
So this text came in as we're talking about diet.
Your diet is horrible.
That's from my buddy Andrew. I know it is. But guess what, Andrew? I go to the doctor, and the doctor thinks I have a great diet. So you're right what I'm saying.
What do you mean it's horrible? Horrible to me, okay, what's your definition of horrible? All right? To me, definition of horrible is, I just ate a salad for lunch. That's horrible. If I could eat a hamburger, I would.
Right.
You eat a hamburger, that's not horrible. To me, that's back to what is fun. Hiking's not fun. Hiking sucks. Getting a beer afterwards is fun.
Sure.
The challenge of hiking is great, but it's not fun.
I'll meet you at the bar after your hike.
Masturbating is fun.
Sure.
That ain't fun. That's just like, oh my God, are we going to get to the top of this thing? Oh my God. Hamburger, fun. Salad, not fun.
No, not at all.
Salad requirement. Not because you want it.
And that's the difference. Some people get salad because they love salad.
That's not horrible to me.
The doctor said, like, when you look at my father now, like, he does not eat with the same joy because he's at the age where if my mom is paying attention, all of the food they should have a restaurant that's called, Hospitals Inc. Basically, just show us what the doctor said, man, and we'll whip up a better version of the crap that they tell you now got to start eating.
The problem is that we're looking at them, and it's basically the equivalent of putting water in your gas tank, and yet the car still runs.
Russ, don't question the car.
This doesn't work, but it is for whatever stupid reason.
My model car runs just fine on the water.
They say you got 3 months, whatever reason. You got 3 months.
Oh, man, I'm taking everything out the window.
Well, you're never eating a salad again.
No.
I mean, you're
not a damn one.
No.
Not
a piece of fruit.
No,
absolutely
no.
You're ordering poutine.
When we figured out
that I mean cheesecake every night.
I'm gonna get a little morbid here, but when we learned that we needed to put my dog down, that last week that she was alive, she got every table scrap known to man.
Sure.
Man, she got an entire can of whipped cream from the fridge. It doesn't matter. She had the worst diarrhea she'd ever had in her life. But you know what? She went out happy.
Oh man,
she probably paid the vet. Like, hey man, tell them I got a week left to live. Then don't actually put me down. Just give me to another family because I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a week of just.
That's when I knew it was all over for Honey. 4 chicken nuggets. And man, that dog would go nuts at the drive-thru. The dog knew exactly where she was. He was like, it's nugget time.
Yeah.
She could smell him through the window.
So your dog could order food faster than the average human.
I'd have blocked that dog in between the 2 seats. I'd have use my elbow like we were in the boards together.
Right.
Behind the net. I mean, there's just elbow after elbow, pushing and pushing and pushing. And then one day I got nuggets and she didn't want one. I thought, oh man, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, buddy. That's not good. That's not a good sign.
That's what you do.
Oh, no. It's really what I do.
And you were right.
I know.
It's weird to telltale sign.
Really is.
My dog didn't want a nugget. What does that mean? She's dying.
She's going to die. We should go to the vet. No. It's not necessary.
Right. She's past that point.
Right.
Damn. The nugget challenge.
It really was.
Hello, Damon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Damon, welcome to the program. Random question. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's go with this one. This is a weird one, but Damon, have you ever let yourself go a little bit? Maybe as far as hygiene is concerned. Have you ever let your hair grow out, or grown a big old beard, or kind of just let yourself go more natural in a way?
Yeah, I when I switched job to this last job that I'm working now.
Uh-oh.
And
so I just let it go.
Start that over again because you broke up right when you said what you did.
So at my last job, we weren't allowed to have beards, so I just let my beard grow just however it wanted to. And after a couple months, my girlfriend was like, "You just look like an Amish dude. You gotta get that taken care of."
Did you ever get it shaped up or anything so that it had, or was it just wild?
It was pretty wild. I tried shaping it up at one point, but eventually I was like, I just got to trim it all down to make it look better.
But that's like every dude who's on TV, right? Because they have all this contractual stuff because they're visually seen. So a lot of news anchors for sure, late night TV show hosts. Like, look at David Letterman, right? Mm-hmm. For 35 years, clean shaven. That's what he looked like. Dude was gone for like a day. You're like, good God, man.
Walter Kelly started growing his facial hair out the minute he took off out the door and started driving to Arizona.
It's like I want to feel like a man.
He didn't even take razors with him, I don't even think.
You know what's amazing to me? And it's when men and women break up, generally speaking, what they'll do, right? So you go through a breakup. It can be from the same couple. You wait a month and you visit the girl. And she has lost 20 pounds. And she's wearing makeup and she's working out all the time, right? Because she's going back on the prowl. Hey, man. Yeah. The dude, he'll get back out there, but he has put on 40 pounds, the big beers, everything his girlfriend hated, he has now done. Yep. Right? We make no effort to look better. We just go, well, this is the next iteration of me, right? That is it.
Next girl I find's going to like me for me.
Yeah.
But women have this weird thing, and this is every woman I've ever been with, and it's like once the wintertime hits, like right around the holidays, right? It's like, look, I ain't shaving my legs. I ain't using deodorant now, but something pops up like, hey, there's a Christmas party. My understanding is based on the length of the dress or skirt that they're going to wear to this
every once in a while.
That is how much the shaving goes. So if it goes to the knee, nothing will be shaved above the knee. If it stops at the ankle, that's the only thing that's shaved. How many times, and maybe your girl's done this too, Mike, but you're wearing open-toed shoes. They haven't painted their toenails, but they just refuse to be seen without paint. But they don't paint all of their toes. They only paint the ones you can see. So if you can see 2 toes
in the shoe, you mean?
Right, those are the only 2 that are painted. I'm like, man, put in the full. I don't like only brush my front teeth because people don't see my molars. You know what I mean?
The hairy leg season is much longer here.
Oh, for sure.
So when we were in Baltimore, you would get an 80-degree day, believe it or not, in late March, early April.
And how much razor burn did we see?
It's not that it won't snow again. It'll still snow one more time. It'll be a thing. But you'll get days where you can wear shorts. So the hairy leg season is much shorter for the rest of the country.
It's like ice fishing.
Here, it's like 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
It's the longest hairy leg season probably in the continental United States. As far as like, hell with it. It doesn't really matter.
I'm like, then why bother when summer gets here?
I'll tell you the weirdest one for me, man. I went down to, it was in the middle of winter. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. And met up with a couple of buddies in California to play 4 or 5 days worth of golf. What's the one thing I forget? I forget deodorant. Day 1, not bad. Day 2, hey, I don't really stink. Day 3, I don't stink. Day 4, man, this is weird. Is this the dry desert air? I'm playing golf every day. I'm taking a shower every morning.
Sure.
I don't stink. Day 5, where's the Rite Aid? I need to go right now.
It just flipped the switch like that?
Absolutely. It's just like, I was like, oh, God. Oh, my God.
Your free trial's over, Montgomery.
This is awful. But I could go like 4 or 5 days, and it wasn't terrible. And then all of a sudden, it was just like, I was 14 again. I was like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God, my kids. They're at that age.
This smells like a football uniform.
Where the pits are starting to hit, right? They're at that age. And
it's strong, too.
And every once in a while, the stink is strong with this one. But so you got to take a shower, you're just starting to stink. They get it, so they'll hop in the shower. But what's crazy is, like I said, I have a rule. When you get up in the morning, see each other, when you say goodnight, or if you're leaving, we'll give each other a hug. And I've come to work where I'm like, I can smell my kids' armpits on my shoulder. Yeah, because they give you a hug, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man.
My kid was using this Burt's Bees crap or something. I'm like, no. It's just like cleaning products.
Right.
I know it says organic and all that. Don't buy that crap. You know what I mean? Do not buy anything don't buy anything to clean anything with that crap, because it doesn't work. The reason we asked, have you ever let yourself kind of go a little bit natural? Here we all know Faith Hill. She is, I guess, in a show called 1883.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have heard about this? The show's creator, Taylor Sheridan, he is very much a stickler for authenticity, apparently. And Faith Hill was talking to Courtney Cox, yes, that Courtney Cox, for Actors on Actors series. They sit down and talk about stuff. Quote, Taylor, who is the show's creator, according to Faith, called my husband. What?
I just know where you're going with this.
Oh, yeah. We were at our nephew's wedding, and he said, who's going to be the one to tell your wife that she has to stop shaving under her arms? I'm thinking, what? We're at a wedding. Can we just wait before you call my husband? Who was Tim McGraw, by the way.
Yeah.
He goes, no, stop tonight. Stop shaving, seriously, tonight. I'm thinking, can't they just, put, some kind of thing on?
CG, armpit hair.
Surely they have the ability to do that, she says. Well, this was a few months before they started filming, so that gave her enough time to go natural. She had a quote, God, it really grossed me out. And all due respect to those who love that, all the freedom hate. But for me personally, I just thought it was awful. I just don't get it, and I don't like it. Her other authentic gripes included wearing a corset that crushed her ribs and having to do her business outdoors.
I thought you were going to say that they told her not to wear deodorant. It's like, that does nothing for a movie.
No, it does not. Smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Still to come, your guess is as good as mine. Our categories today, a rich guitarist and Star Wars movies. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you, or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you, or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
Winter is rapidly approaching, so prepare now. Your outdoor and crawl space pipes are susceptible to freezing temperatures, cracks, and bursts. That could leave you with thousands in repairs or irreparable damage. At Spartan Plumbing, our experts ask the right questions, giving honest and knowledgeable answers, and making sure we're recommending the right solution for your unique system before disaster strikes. Call Spartan for your consultation today, 253-306-0309, or visit SpartanPlumbingInc.com. Spartan Plumbing, repaired right the first time.
Nobody likes keeping track of a wallet full of credit cards with complicated rewards categories. And BECU members like Heather don't have to.
With this card, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just use it and pay it. It's pretty simple.
Keep things simple with the Cashback Visa from BECU. No more confusing categories, no more blackout dates. Just 1.5% cash back on every purchase. BECU. Power in people. Member compensated for participation. Cash advances and cash-like transactions do not qualify as purchases. Contact BECU at 800-233-2328 for current product and rate information.